For this Flashpoint, I'm not gonna talk about the story, because the story basically goes on to 2 Flashpoints, so I'm gonna talk about at the end of the second Flashpoint, Maelstrom Prison. So I'm just gonna go straight to the design now. The design basically is pretty much interesting in Taral V, because basically you're going some kind of big fortress, so you like investigating a lot of areas. There's a lot of NPCs here, and I think Taral V is one of the longest flashpoints in this game right now. So you will receive a lot of content here, like a lot of ads, stuffs, bonus things like that. So it's a good thing to do a lot of things in a flashpoint. Let's go run through the bosses now quickly. The first boss is, I think it don't have really much mechanics, and I think this is some kind of a bonus slash, yeah, pretty much an interesting boss. So basically the boss has 2 pets, it's called, and the pets aren't doing nothing, pretty much just DPSing and damaging us, and the boss is doing the damage as well. So of course you can solo this. I'm doing a hard mode, of course. Every level 50 flashpoints on hard mode you can pretty much solo it. So pretty much it's a decent fight after all, but not much of a big deal. So not much. The boss doing some kind of aim shotting and things like that, so I think it's not much of a big deal. So for me, this boss is a 5 out of 10. The second boss is pretty much the same as the first one. Like, the boss have a bigger pet pretty much, and all we need to doing is kill it, and the boss is gonna go some kind of enrage, and he's gonna deal more damage for us, and pretty much, yeah, not much for me. So yeah, not much. So for me, this boss is still a 5 out of 10 as well. Before we going into the third boss, there is a bonus boss which I think had interesting mechanics, like not just one. He's had like 3 abilities, and we needed. I actually almost died for this, and it's a really hard bonus boss. So I think it's good and interesting. So it's much better than the other 2 simple bosses. So for me, this bonus boss is a 6 out of 10. Now, since we done the bonus, let's go to the third boss. The third boss is a droid, pretty much, who's doing like 2 free mechanics as well. Not much of a big deal. I think it's a decent fight after all, so for me it's still a 5 out of 10. And the last boss is pretty much, you can bug it. I didn't bug it because I wanted to do it the original way. So it's a hard one actually if you're doing it on solo, but if you going back where you killed a lot of ads and there's a big space here, you can pull the boss there before the ads are spawning and killing the turrets here. So yeah, not much of a big deal. It's much better than the others though. So for me, this boss is a 6 out of 10. Overall, for me, Taral V is, I think it's a decent one after all. What's coming to bring up this is the dialogues. I mean, this Flashpoint have pretty much the same, or yeah, a little bit less dialogues than SLS, but has more than the other simple Flashpoint. This Flashpoint had like 3 dialogues, or 4. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I think 4. And the stories bring you forward this operation, not the bosses and the things and yeah, not much. The bosses are not moving forward this operation. I think, I mean, a Flashpoint, the story is gonna bring you forward because it has more dialogues and you're interesting to the story and stuff like that. So you will see Grand Moff Kilran again and things like that, what you left off at SLS. So yeah. So overall, for me, the design it's pretty decent, but yeah, not that bad and not much of a big thing. So for me, overall, is the design is a 6 out of 10, and the bosses overall for me is a 5 out of 10. So overall for me, because of the dialogues and everything, that's why the score is putting up. So for me, is a 6 out of 10. It's a good one for me. The boss is not gonna pull up this Flashpoint when I talked about it earlier. The story is gonna bring you forward, but I'm gonna talk about it on the other Flashpoint, which is gonna be Maelstrom Prison, where the story will end and stuff like that. But for now, that was my thoughts for Taral V. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what do you think about Taral V. Did you like it? Did you don't, or stuff like that? And see you guys on the next My Thought video. Bye bye.